guys, can you hear me? Please let me know. I'm really hoping that you can hear me this time.
Can you guys hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me with the microphone. Please. Let me full screen this. Let me exit everything now.
Please let me know if you can hear me with the microphone.
Can you guys? You guys can hear me with the microphone?
Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, that makes my day so much better. Thank goodness gracious. Okay, good. Good, guys. I'm so glad. I wanted to make a part 2 of this because a lot of you guys liked it, and I'm still trying to figure out how to record on my computer, but I know how to go live, so I thought I would read chapter 2. I need to figure out where to put my microphone. I wish, Chad, I need to find some gum. I don't have any. Yes, I am. I'll do some other ASMR too. I'll figure it out. But firstly, how are you guys doing today? I want to hear all about it. It's kind of hot out here. I did not think it was going to be that hot. A little further away from you. Like this, Hector. Does this sound good? Hello, Jason. Welcome in. Where are you traveling, David? Alright, let's start. I sound loud. I can turn it down a little. New England, that is so cool. That's better. I'm in the city. I hate the city. The city is so frustrating. I am not a city girl, as you guys know. So, this loud noises, forgive me. Hopefully, they quiet down. Alright, guys. Keep me updated if you can hear me, if you want me to back up from the mic or anything. I'll look at the chat. Chapter 2. The Man Who Desired Gold. Banser. Also, forgive me, I don't know. Why am I not fishing? I am going to be fishing, Jason. I will later today. I think I can fix how loud the microphone is. Is this better? Yay, I got a thumb up. Okay. Okay, Hector. Exactly, David. Thank you, thank you. This is not the fishing channel. Alright, guys. I'm sorry for my pronunciation because this might not be the best. Banser, the chariot builder of Babylon, was thoroughly discouraged. From his seat upon the low wall surrounding his property, he gazed sadly at his simple home and the open workshop in which stood a partially completed chariot. His wife, frequently appeared at open door. Her furtive glances in his direction reminded him that the meal bag was almost empty, and he should be at work finishing the chariot. Hammering and polishing and painting, stretching taut the leather over the wheel rims, preparing it for delivery so he could collect from his wealthy customer. Hi, Bobby. Keep me updated if the mic is sounding good. Thank you, Hector, for letting me know how it is. Nevertheless, his fat, muscular body sat sturdily upon the wall. His slow mind was struggling patiently with a problem for which he could find no answer. The hot, tropical sun, so typical of this valley of the Euphrates, beat down upon him mercilessly. Beads of precipitation formed upon his brow and trickled down unnoticed to lose themselves in the hairy jungle on his chest. Beyond his home towered the high terraced wall surrounding the king's palace, nearby cleaving the blue heavens. Hi, Big E. Was the painted tower of the Temple of Bel. In the shadow of such grandeur was his simple home, and many others far less neat and well cared for. Babylon was like this, a mixture of pure and squalor. I don't even know how to pronounce these names, guys, so please forgive me. Of dazzling wealth and duress poverty crowded together without plan or system within the protecting walls of the city. Behind him, had he carried to turn and look, the noisy chariots of the rich jostled and crowded aside the sandaled tradesmen as well as the barefooted beggars. Even the rich were forced to turn into the gutters to clear the way for the long lines of slave water carriers on the king's business, each bearing a heavy goatskin of water to be poured upon the hanging gardens. Thank you guys for being nice in the chat. Banser was too engrossed in his own problem to hear or heed the confused hubbub of the busy city. It was the unexpected twanging of the strings from a familiar lyre that aroused him from his reverie. He turned and looked into the sensitive, smiling face of his best friend, Kobe, the musician. May the gods bless thee with great liberty, my good friend, began Kobe with an elaborate salute. Yet it does appear they have already been so generous thou needest not to labor. I rejoice with thee in thy good fortune. More, I would even share it with thee. Pray from thy purse, which must be bulging, else thou wouldn't be busy in your shop. Extract but 2 humble shekels, and lend them to me until after the nobleman's feast this night. Thou wilt not miss them ere they are returned. You guys are so sweet. Keep on updating me if you can hear me well. If I did have 2 shekels, Banser responded gloomily, to no one could I lend them, not even to you, my best of friends, for they would be my fortune, my entire fortune. No one lends his entire fortune, not even to his best friend. Yay, I'm so glad. What? Exclaimed Kobe with genuine surprise. Thou hast not 1 shekel in thy purse, yet sit like a statue upon a wall. Why not complete that chariot? How else canst thou provide for thy noble appetite? 'Tis not like thee, my friend. Where's thy endless energy? Doth something distress thee? Have the gods brought to thee troubles? A torment from the gods it must be, Banser agreed. It began with a dream, a senseless dream, in which I thought I was a man of means. From my belt hung a handsome purse, heavy with coins. There were shekels, which I cast with careless freedom to the beggars. There were pieces of silver, which I did buy finery for my wife, and whatever I did desire for myself. There were pieces of gold, which made me feel assured of the future and unafraid to spend the silver. A glorious feeling of contentment was within me. You would not have known me for thy hard-working friend, nor wouldst have known my wife. So free from wrinkles was her face, and shining with happiness. She was again the smiling maiden of our early married days. I'm so glad that there's still people watching. I wonder how many pages there are. Let me just check really quick. Okay, we're doing good. A pleasant dream indeed, commented Cobby. But why should such pleasant feelings as it aroused turn thee into a gloom statue upon the wall? Why indeed? Because when I awoke and remembered how empty was my purse, a feeling of rebellion swept over me. Let us talk it over together, for, as the sailors do say, we ride in the same boat, we do. As youngsters, we went together to the priests to learn wisdom. As young men, we shared each other's pleasures. As grown men, we have always been close friends. We have been contented subjects of our kind. We have been satisfied to work long hours and spend our earnings freely. We have earned much coin in the years that have passed, yet to know the joys that come from wealth, we must dream about them. Bah! Are we more than dumb sheep? That's so cool, David. Let me get a little more comfy. The travelers do say none equals it in wealth. About us is much display of wealth, but of it we ourselves have not. After half a lifetime of hard labor, thou, my best of friends, hast an empty purse, and sayest to me, may I borrow such a trifle as 2 shekels until after the noblesman feast this night? Then, what do I reply? Do I say, here's my purse, its contents will I gladly share? No, I admit that my purse is as empty as thine. What is the matter? Why cannot we acquire silver and gold more than enough for food and robes? Consider also our sons, Manser continued. Are they not following in the footsteps of their fathers? Need they and their families and their sons' families live all their lives in the midst of such treasures of gold, and yet, like us, be content to banquet upon sour goat's milk and porridge? Never in all the years of our friendship didst thou talk like this before, Banser. Cobby was puzzled. Never in all those years did I think like this before. From early dawn until darkness stopped me, I've labored to build the finest chariots any man could make, soft-heartedly, hoping some day the gods would recognize my worthy deeds and bestow upon me great prosperity. This they have never done. At least I realize this they will never do. Therefore, my heart is sad. I wish to be a man of means. I wish to own lands and cattle, to have fine robes and coins in my purse. I am willing to work for these things with all the strength in my back, with all the skill in my hands, with all the cunning in my mind, but I wish my labors to be fairly rewarded. What is the matter with us? Again I ask you, why cannot we have our share of the good things so plentiful for those who have the gold with which to buy them? What I knew in answer, Kobe replied, no better than thou am I satisfied. My earnings from my lyre are quickly gone. Often must I plan and scheme that my family be not hungry. Also, within my breast is a deep longing for a lyre large enough that it may truly sing the strains of music that I do search through my mind. With such an instrument could I make music finer than even the king has heard before. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Sorry about the loudness, guys. I hate the city. I can't wait to get out of the city. A fine figure of a man, he who doth lead them. Kobe indicated the wearer of the bell who marched in front without a load. A prominent man in his own country. 'Tis easy to see. There are many good figures in the line, Banzer agreed. As good men as we. Tall, blond men from the north, laughing black men from the south, little brown men from the near countries, all marching together from the river to the gardens, back and forth, day after day, year after year, not of happiness to look forward to, beds of straw upon which to sleep, hard grain porridge to eat. Pity the poor brutes, Cobby, pity them I do, yet thus dost make me see how little better off we are. Free men, though we call ourselves, that is truth, Cobby. Unpleasant thought thou it be. We do not wish to go on year after year living slavish lives, working, 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 getting nowhere. We're almost done with this chapter. Might we not find out how others acquire gold and do as they do? Cobby inquired. Perhaps there is some secret we might learn if we but sought from those who knew, replied Banzer thoughtfully. This very day, suggested Cobby, I did pass our old friend Arcad, riding in his golden chariot. This I will say, he did not look over my humble head, as many in his station might consider. Instead, he did wave his hand, that all onlookers might see and pay greetings and bestow a smile of friendship upon Cobby, the musician. He has claimed to be the richest man in all Babylon, Banzer mused. So rich, the king is said to seek his golden aid in affairs of the treasury, Cobby replied. So rich, Banzer interrupted. I fear, if I should meet him in the darkest of the night, I should lay my hands upon his fat wallet. Nonsense, reproved Cobby. A man's wealth is not in the purse that he carries. A fat purse quickly empties if there be no golden stream to refill it. Arcad has an income that constantly keeps his purse full, no matter how liberally he spends. Income, that is the thing, ejaculated Banzer. I wish an income that will keep flowing into my purse, whether I sit upon the wall or travel to far lands. Arcad must know how a man can make an income for himself. Dost suppose it is something that he could make clear to a mind as slow as mine? Methinks he did teach his knowledge to his son. No, sir, confidently responded. Did he not go to, I don't know how to pronounce this, Nineveh? And so it is told at the end, become without aid from his father, one of the richest men in that city. Cobby, thou bringest to me a rare thought. A new light gleamed in Banzer's eyes. It costs nothing to ask wise advice from a good friend, and Arcad was always that. Never mind, thou art purses be as empty as the falcon's nest of a year ago, let that not detain us. We are weary of being without gold in the midst of plenty. We wish to become men of means. Come, let us go to Arcad and ask how we also may acquire income for ourselves. Thou speakest with true inspirations, Banser. Thou bringest to my mind a new understanding. Thou makest me to realize the reason why we have never found any measure of wealth. We never sought it. Thou hast labored patiently to build the staunched chariots in Babylon. To that purpose was devoted your best endeavors. Therefore, added thou didst succeed, I strove to become a skillful lyre player, and at it I did succeed. In those things toward which we exerted our best endeavors, we succeeded. The gods were content to let us continue thus. Now at last we see a light, bright like that from the rising sun. It biddeth us to learn more, that we may prosper more. With a new understanding, we shall find honorable ways to accomplish our desires. Let us go to Arcad this very day, Panzer urged. Also let us ask our other friends of our boyhood days, who have fared no better than ourselves, to join us, that they too may share his wisdom. Thou wert ever thus thoughtful of thy friends, Panzer. Therefore hast thou many friends. It shall be as thou sayest. We go this day and take them with us. Wow, we're done with chapter 2. Guys, we did it. We finished chapter 2. Sorry if the loud city ambiance was a lot. This Airbnb, it was incredibly loud. I don't like the city, but I hope you guys enjoyed chapter 2 of this section. I think that this is one of the most knowledgeable, important, skillful books that you can read. So I'm really glad that I can read it for you. I know some people wanted like a bedtime kind of story thing for ASMR, so I'm really glad that I got to do chapter 2. I'm still trying to figure out how to do long form videos on this ASMR channel. With this microphone, I still need a few adapters to plug into my phone, so I guess I'll figure that out, but I am gonna try and go fishing right now on my other channel. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I appreciate the 17 of you guys that are here. It means the world to me that you're here. I know it might not seem like a bunch of people, but to me this is a lot of people. So, I hope you all have a beautiful day. I'll see you on my other channel. Thank you so much for watching. Let me see who's saying bye. The fishing channel is on YouTube. Oh, I'm sorry you had a crappy day, David. I'm glad I could make it somewhat better. Bye, Nick. Bye, Chad. Bye, Big E. CS, you're awesome too. Bye, guys.